Okay. Good morning. It's Thursday, right? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. How y'all doing? Okay. Start the clock. Start the clock. Start the game. We got some buildings to make for our hardcore playthrough. What we gotta do today. Okay. Well, at least my legs don't feel as bad today. That was good. I can cross my legs. Oh my god, it's amazing. Exotic ore can be found on distant planets. Yeah. Oh, I also saw the tweet for the new update coming out that they're working on. Yeah. Some pretty significant game-changing things they're going to add to the game. One of the biggest ones is when it comes to enemies, you know, the drones that spawn. They're gonna pretty much spawn from different directions. So yeah, we're gonna have to really get ourselves set up with the ability to change the direction that we can defend ourselves. It's definitely going to come in handy. Or being able to defend from all directions. So the way I'm setting things up is going to work well with that. But today's goal there we go. Oh. Turn on main power. There we go.
Acknowledged.
Okay, how many rockets? Yeah. Probably gonna have to make a couple. We gotta make more bullets for this thing too. Go take care of that right now. Yeah, so bullets and rockets. Make 10 of those and 20 of those. This should give us enough rockets to where when we're down there building these structures, we can take care of the drones that will be showing up. Guaranteed to be showing up. Those kind of never mind. Steel plates. Gotta get steel plates. We will make those. But as you can see, just by looking, this is that over there is our first space station in this playthrough. Our second CV we've ever made. This is our second space station in this playthrough. As you see, there is definitely some improvement when it comes to our capabilities in this game. I've been just kind of progressively over time building upon what I've learned, trying to improve, trying to create rather than creating designs that are kind of like a sledgehammer to the game. I'm trying to come up with more scalpels, ones that do the same create the same outcome but with less material. It seems to be a lot more challenging than you would think. here. You think it wouldn't be that difficult, but apparently it is. I'll get us like 2,000 bullets to work with. While those are being worked on, I'm gonna do this. What we're doing here is we're just creating stepping stones so that we can start playing a lot of... We can move into playing a lot of hardcore, and then we could just be primarily just hardcore playthroughs. Nothing but hardcore playthroughs. We can move into making stuff in hardcore rather than making stuff in this playthrough. I want to be able to get myself to a point where I feel comfortable enough with the game, not have to worry about, you know, everything falling apart on me. Manage. Drop. There we go. There we go. We got enough. Load. Yeah, we got plenty. Okay. Wait. Make sure I have all the materials I need to make a base. I think I'm probably gonna make all of the surrounding structures first, which will be made as just regular steel. Things like platforms, stuff like that. Yeah. Starter blocks. Steel blocks, good. Hardened steel. Concrete. Trusses. Windows. Okay, so let's see here. Concrete stairs, probably yes. It's like 100 of these. Make 10 of these. That should be good. We got enough steel. I think we have enough trusses, enough windows. Yeah. Fibers. Cobalt alloy. Okay, we can be able to go up to steel. That's good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll go up to 18. I want to make a larger farm made out of steel. Yeah. We're gonna need the hardened steel blocks for the better turret hardpoints. Okay, we're good. Motor, oscillator, capacitor. Okay. Let's see what we're lacking. Okay. Oscillator. Cobalt ingots. Cobalt alloy. A bunch of iron in there. Energy matrix. Grab a bunch of these. Rid of those. If it can. Motor. Motor. Bunch of motors. Electronics. How are we doing? Electronics. We got a bunch of electronics. Look at that. Half of them here. Like 100 of those. Matrix, hardened steel plates. Oscillators are made. How many computers do we have here? Not enough. A 100 computers, please. Yeah, this setup is working out just nicely. But yeah, this is a setup that I can just easily just sap again and again. Okay. Let's go check out if there's anything else we're missing. Okay. Base. Hardened steel plates. Electronics. Electronics. Electronics, okay. I'm just looking to see what I can make with just cobalt and magnesium. Rocket turrets. Oh, I can upgrade the rocket turrets maybe. That's cool. I like the sound of that. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so electronics are needed. And rocket turrets. The electronics. We're not quite there to laser turret. Laser turret hard points, but we're getting close. Oh shoot. Wait, what am I missing? Copper. Copper ingots. Okay, so we need copper ingots. Just grab all the ones that we have here, which is not much. So we can make a rocket turret. Probably not enough. Bunch of these. Fiber. All those. Onyx. Enough to craft 10. Might be enough to get 1 turret. Fuel. I think it might be. Loaders. All those. Have half of those. Anti-matrix. Oh. Drop them off again. Never mind. Laters. There we go. Go to the base. Okay, so we need 2 of these. Hopefully we have enough. Make 1 for now. Rocket turret. Can't make artillery or plasma yet. Requires zirconium. We got a rocket turret, sentry turret. Make another one because each hard point is going to have 2 sentries and a large turret. Projectile turret. Okay, now the important bits. Devices here. Hardened steel plates. And you get hardened steel plates. Well, that requires hardened steel probably will be for wait. Old 12 gives the wedge, so that will allow us to go do warp. Trying to think of like, do I want to produce the mountainside, the hillside base, you know, the base I'm going to be making. Do I want to make that first or after? Thinking probably after. Yeah, let's go with after. So let's say we actually went and got hardened steel. Okay. Check the map real quick. I'm gonna check the sector map here. No, it's not that one. This one. Okay, Neodyne and Sathium are on the same planet, so zirconium is not available. Yeah. So let's see here. Okay, so let's go and get ourselves some hardened steel plate, flux coils, and cobalt alloy for an advanced constructor. Small ammo. I'm probably gonna Probably gonna make the hangar and the base the same thing, so that I could walk from the hangar to the base at the same time. I have to have an oxygen station with some oxygen. I'll make 2 of those. We'll put a capacitor on board. Okay, that requires electronics. Electronics. Well, shit. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to make a copper run. And this base will have medical devices on board. Okay. A refrigerator, a food processor. Oh. This base probably won't have grow plots in it. Those will be separate. Yeah. Making sure that these are separated. So I can think about this clearly. Like, this will be the base, these will be the turret hard points. I'll probably put like a couple of solar panels somewhere on here to like say that this is the part that's above ground, and then I can expand upon it later, depending on the situation and what I need. We're gonna need much more, because at this point when we make the base, we'll be able to, you know, guaranteed go and clear out points of interest. So we need cargo boxes, quite a few. I'm gonna make 10 of them. This thing will have 10 cargo boxes, and it will be in the hangar area, so that we'll have a place to park the tank. Which I'm gonna have to do some measurements to know how big of a hangar we're gonna need. So we'll have like, I'm thinking probably like 2 large hangars to where we could park a tank-sized vehicle in, but also be able to park other hovercrafts in there too. Yeah, and those. How much? Okay, we need more steel plate. I have to go and take care of that. Repair station requires zirconium, so I can't do that. We're gonna need elevator blocks, because I'm thinking probably this is gonna be probably a 2 or 3 story structure. Bum ba dum ba dum bum. Bum ba dum ba dum bum. Bum bum ba dum bum. Fiber. No. Grab these. Just grab. I'm trying to make as much as I can before I go and make a trip to get copper. Yeah. Small ammo box. Or we're gonna put a couple of sentry turrets on in the near the hangar entrances. Yeah, the grow plots. Gonna be for the farms later. Let's make probably 20 lights. I know we have solar panels somewhere. We're gonna need a large constructor on board. Put 20 elevator blocks. Can't do the repair station yet. Tracks and iron steel plates. Gotta eventually make the doors. Okay, ventilators. Make 4 of them. Okay. No clone chambers. Does it say... Oh shoot. What are we missing? Electronics. Of course we are. Okay. Got the ventilators, so we have an oxygen system ready to go. There it is. Get ourselves onto the transport, because we're gonna probably need our mining ship for this. Turn off main power.
Yes, Commander.
Wait. Check the, let's go check the box. I might have a couple of base structure blocks unused from other builds. Yeah, advanced constructor, rocket turrets. Rocket turrets, okay. Artillery turrets, projectile turrets. Hangar doors, fuel tank. Large constructor. Yeah, solar panels, large generator. Get the generator put in on board. Stairs, concrete, walkways, row lights, that's fine. Furnishings, yes. 2. We need bigger fuel tanks, so that's why we need the copper. Yep, we're good. We good. Let's go. Let's get the structure started. At least. How are we doing? Yeah, manage. There. We need more fuel. Take care of the fuel issue as soon as possible. Last thing we need is transport losing fuel on us. While we're out and about. Okay. Pellets. Yeah, we don't need that many. Just craft 100 of them. That'll make like 200 fuel. Be more than enough. And we'll go over to here, to the base, which doesn't require fuel, but we have fuel stocked up. We'll add. We'll grab 300 maybe. That'll work. just to make sure that this thing doesn't end up not able to lift off. A little bit better. Whoa. Really? I was going straight up. Whatever. Oops. Hit the button again. Yeah. Into the atmosphere. I'm thinking I'm gonna go to location 2 to build these. That way we'll probably have like the mid-game be a separate area. Hey look, a copper deposit. That's what we'll do, yeah. We'll head over to the drop zone 2 and make our mid-game bases. House ended up as outside of the game. There we go. And you can see the giant beetles from here. You can see them glowing down there, blinking red. Oh no, that's my drop ship. Never mind. That's my escape pod. Never mind. I thought it was the beetles. I was just like, what? I was about to get worried. Like, how can it see me from all the way up here? Or how can I see it from all the way up here? That's what we'll do. We'll make her go over here, this way. There's the helix. Well, one of them. We haven't exactly been using this thing much, so it's been kind of just sitting in space, kind of just floating. So it's understandable that the amount of fuel we have available on this thing is kind of non-existent. Even if it says 0%, there's still a little bit of fuel being consumed. To keep the lights on, to keep all the electronics on, all the decorative things inside this thing, the gravity generator. Okay. We'll go down here onto this larger island. Need all the landing gear on the ground. And also be on a somewhat flat surface. For it to count as being landed to where it won't be using power. Ugh. Still at 2%. Whatever. It's because the landing gear isn't all on the ground, so it's using one of my thrusters to keep it up, and yeah. Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear it using one of the thrusters to keep level. Whatever. Go across here. Okay. Relatively flat area here. It's all started. What I need to get this thing doesn't matter if it's on a hill, because it's going to be in a hill. Just have to design it in such a fashion to where keep that in mind. Yeah, so for the most part of this thing is probably going to be, I think the hangar is going to be the only thing that's going to be made of steel, really. And the walls. So make this probably like the deepest part of the base. I'll probably make this kind of like the bottom. Yeah, make this like a storage room. In fact, I'll probably make it a storage room underneath another area underneath the hangar, maybe? Nah, the hangar on the side is good. I also need to make sure not to design myself into a corner, because I also have to keep in mind that there's a late game base I need to make eventually, so I can't make this thing too big. It needs to be kind of like a little bit bigger, and a couple more options to the and a little bit more comfortable to live in compared to the small base. Okay. Let's see here. How are we gonna do this? Oh, wait. Before I get too completely absorbed into this, I need to get my combat ship nearby in case I get attacked. In case a drone attack all of a sudden decides to show up. It's going to take me forever to get off of that small island and over here. come on. There we go. How are we doing on fuel? 17%. That's 6,000. That's take it forever. Turn off main power.
That's a negative.
That. Maybe that will work. Maybe that will increase the amount of time I have. 400 kilowatts. Zero power though. Gave up on trying to keep me level. That's good. Turn on main power.
Engaging.
There we go. We're gonna place this on the small island here. And I'll keep the possibility of death. Is it, I'm not afraid of dying in this playthrough. It's just guaranteed it's going to be a pain in the ass trying to get back down here. I also need to make sure to leave enough, because I don't know what kind of what's going to be raised above the surface, what's not. So just really quick, debug, integrity. We'll be slightly taking a page out of the points of interest I've been seeing, so pretty much making a solid foundation underneath it. There we go. Make a hanger. Do this real quick. Color. Trying to keep this thing on solid ground here. So that it doesn't break while I'm working on it. Why are you? That should count. Maybe I have to actually add something to structure. Maybe that'll update it. Or not. That works too. Let's see. To hear me. Yep, knew it. Coming drones. I'd go and get myself involved in this, and here they come. Like a bunch of jerks. Yep. See which direction they come from. There they are. Hey jerks, how you doing? Pretty damn close. At the very least, they will spawn in very quickly. So I can immediately destroy them and move on. Move it a little closer here. Yep. Voodoo, 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 voodoo. I feel like I need to make sure you're in the right drilling mode. Trying to design this thing so it can be placed anywhere, in any situation, at any time. Okay. Make these foundations. This is going to be the spot right underneath hangar. Oh yeah, that's looking a lot better. This real quick. And the foundation on the ground here. Structure. currently just trying to make the bottom part of the hangar. Still considered underground, so just real quick. Yeah. Underground will be 1 block tall. We may have to make more concrete blocks. Maybe. I gotta take this slow, or I'm gonna drop way too many blocks. Oh. Underground is going to be housing the generators and extra storage and stuff like that. So what's down here? Yeah. There we go. That's where a door will be. Putting a door right there. I can probably right next to the core view the generator. That's a very big generator. Never mind. Okay. Probably put it right underneath the hangar. Dead. I will do that. Just enough to house all that. It's good. I put a capacitor in here then. Pretty much act like almost like an engine room. Oh. Put extra storage in. Oh. Probably put the O2 tanks down here too. Right next to the. Put right next to the generator. Sounds good. Director, no. Presses. Layer block. Hot. All underground. Then we'll put like a fuel tank right there. Yeah, that'll work. We'll probably put some small ones, some smaller tanks above ground. That way we can easy access, not have to go all the way down here. Slowly doing this. That will be underground. Come on, drone. Cooperate. We'll do this here. That will be where the elevators will go. So we'll place that right there as a reminder. That's straight down here. We could get down here if we need to. Add, subtract, or whatever we need to down here. Storage. These are all the same size, so they're added down here just to give this thing a little meaning. Light on here too. Light the place up. Do the same down here. Up. The main floor. Gonna be pretty much everything is gonna be located. This is where the quote-unquote hangar is. It's gonna have to be a certain amount of in height here. Another door. Probably like right there. Yeah, that works. Thinking probably on this floor there will be a constructor so that we can do building right there. Will mean we'll have to make it 2 blocks tall so that the constructor will work. Will fit in this area. Go. There's the entrance to the hangar right here. Probably a little bit of a lip right there. This is where the part of the hangar that needs to be above and oh fuck's sake. At times like these where the game just really likes to mess with me. I'm gonna do this. Put these in just to kind of give myself an extra bit of structural integrity. Okay. Granted, once we when we build this thing, when we put this thing in, that first story is going to be underground, so we don't have to worry. I am going to have to add some blocks in temporarily. Well, add some blocks in just to kind of give us a chance to not have this thing implode on us while we're building it. Okay, this is going to be 3 blocks tall, so... The hangar has to be 3 blocks tall, I believe. There. Good. There. Move a block. That elevator will go up to the next story. We'll have a living area. Yeah. Let's go that far back. Don't like how that is dark green, but oh well.
Greetings.
Hi, Verity. Okay. Let's see here. Thinking probably entrance will be like right there. That'll be the door. I'm gonna put trusses there, just to kind of not mess up structural integrity of the base here. We'll just put some trusses where doors will be. Because guaranteed a couple doors. We need electronics to do that, so yeah. In fact, I'll probably add trusses because I do want to have this thing kind of, this entire side of the base be underground, and then have this thing kind of like peeking out a little bit. So that's what I'll do. I'll grab the bed. On. Concrete. And down here. Concrete opening. And we'll do this. Okay. There. Then we could put stairs right here. Oh, yeah. No stairs. Okay, no stairs. Okay, so this is going to be the part right here. Maybe the part that's going to be sticking out. This part of the hangar. Drones incoming, okay. Well, lovely. charity just for a little bit. Come on, sprint. I'm jumping. Aim for the same direction. Load. We're gonna have to feed ourselves here soon. Yeah, I'm trying to design this thing to where the majority of the base is underground, but there's still parts of it that will be above ground. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Crunch, crunch, crunch. The most annoying sound of the game. I know. Drives me nuts too. Just like, shut up. You horrible, horrible person, you. Crunching in my ear like that. Do something like this, maybe. Yeah, we'll do this. Shoot. Without a hangar door, this is going to be fairly difficult. Trying to make this span this distance without a hangar door is going to be... Okay. Might not be able to make it. Oh, for... Putting simple blocks here. Okay, we can. Just barely, but we can. Get hangar doors down. Okay, how many blocks wide are we talking? 3 blocks high, 5 blocks wide. Okay, yeah, there's a hangar door for that. Okay, good. That. Nope. We'll do a regular box here. Losing contact with your drone. Bullshit. Oh, Scheiße. Heck. There we go. A lot of this will solve itself when it's underground. Here, though, will be windows. do something slightly elaborate right here. No, not that much. I also still want to have a room. I'll do this instead. Let's go with that, yeah. Oh, come on. Bullshit. Heck. 500, 500, 500. Why that one broke, I'm not sure. It's like right next to a supporting column. Sometimes the blocks do things that makes no sense. Do this. That. This will be regular block. Right there. Because I want a similar look here. That right there. And we'll do that all the way down. There we go. Because we need supporting columns in place here. It'll be like food production, living area kind of a deal. And with the large windows place to make it look all nice. Oh my god. This is why I don't like the plane tool. If it's attached itself to the wrong plane, there's no getting it out of that. There we go. There's no way to change its mind. Like, nope, I'm doing this now. There we go. That should look nice. It'll stay put long enough for the structuring block to come in. Survives long enough here. Okay, so we're going to add a fridge right here. This is where Food production, living quarters, this is all where it's going to be located. Ourselves a upgraded bed of some sort. Table. Okay, we need a shower and a toilet. So, most importantly, we need a shower. Probably put it like right back here, maybe. Put it in the corner right here. Fridge. Somewhere else. Or right next to the bed, I guess. Already off. That. We have a food processor? No, we don't. Got some lights in here. Oxygen station, probably right there. Right next to the elevator. Yeah, those are food processing. Ventilation, which I'm thinking I'm probably going to put in the floor. Yeah, put it in the floor. That way I can ventilate both floors. Yeah, that works. There. That will ventilate both floors too. It'll have ventilation down here and up there. Oh, work. The core will be all the way at the bottom. We need doors. We need hangar doors. This thing right here. Light there. Light there. There. Put a light there. And a light there. So this place is, you know, got a little bit of light. Blocks don't need. Well, not for this. Okay, I think we have enough lights. We're not putting growing plots in this thing. Probably we're gonna have to put a small ammo. More ventilators needed. Just need to make sure I leave enough room for the hovercrafts to get inside here. Instead, maybe. Yeah. Container there. Add one of these containers. Right. Probably back here. There we go. Back there. Just needs to be enough storage in here to be able to do things. Also add and I'll create right there. Okay. Go and get the hanger. Let's get the doors put in place. Then we'll go through and just texture and color a little bit. Tool and color tool. Medium, air block. There we go. Quick quickly texturing it. Yep. Retrieve. Cool. Sure that's all good. Where am I? Okay, here I am. I was like, where am I? I don't know. Yeah. We're good. We go here. And roll this. Underground. Remain certain color here. Entirety, please. And just so that we can easily find the base, regardless of the environment that we happen to find it in. Once we get the majority of the structure textured and colored, then we'll go through and kind of make the living quarters area a little different. Thinking probably like wood floors, stuff like that. Also, oh my god. Also allows us to kind of make sure that when we're out and about, we know that this is our base, not someone else's. Yeah. So that day or night, we know exactly where our base is. Reload. Turn around. That is why we have this here. Huh. Foundations remain gray. We'll switch it back to only one-sided. Inside look a little bit more interesting. Like the hangar. Making the hangar look a little bit more like a hangar. Looking better. Drop some orange stripes around here somewhere. Let's keep the theme going here. There we go. There we go. What are we doing? Doing good? We're doing good. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Go to here. Orange. Still on small. Not on that. And to do something like this. Orange stripe. And depending on where we are and how much room we have, I'll probably add a ramp to the front of this thing if we need it. Depending on where this base happens to be. And if I find myself constantly having to put a ramp on this thing, then we'll add one to the design. But we won't do that until we know for sure. The entire back of this thing is going to be underground, so I'm not too worried about going too overboard with the textures. The texturing and coloring. But this, though, let's go with this kind of living quarters up here. Oh shit. Still on that. There we go. Not the entire block. Small again. Right here. This. There we go. Make this feel a little bit more homey. A little bit more comfortable of an environment. I don't know what kind of walls do I want? Probably one of these. So that, yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay, the roof. Okay, something on this lines. This. One of these. There we go. A little bit better. Probably do something like this real quick. Probably something like this. Right here. Make that part of the base stand out a little bit more. Yeah, I'll go with that. We can do something like this. I'll leave the yellow stripe that color. Alright, go with that. No. Leave that part alone. Okay. Go with this. This is the hangar where our hovercrafts potentially will go. There we go. Now we just need all the doors, which requires a ton of copper. Take that opportunity to go and do that real quick. Oh. Turn off main power.
Yes, Commander.
Check our transport here, 16%. Okay, we're fine. Oh. Let me check something real quick. I heard a ping from my phone, and that usually means someone sent me a message. And I think I know who it is. I was waiting for that message just yet. How you get this? Okay. Okay. Good to know. Moving on. Okay. Copper. So there's a copper ore over there. Copper ore over there. There's 40% left. Could probably just go over there and grab it. Yeah, let's do that. That one's pretty much already got a hole dug in it already, so. And I'll go there on with this. Turn on main power.
Acknowledged.
Okay, point, remove on approach. I think it's the one near the... Nope. Going the complete opposite direction. North. Need to be going north. So we'll go and take care of this right now. Sooner rather than later. We can go and grab... Are we doing this off foot? There was no point in me bringing the transport down here, but oh well. It's down here. So whatever. I wonder if taking out the drone base all of a sudden ends. Oh, wrong direction. Wrong drill. Wonder if taking out the drone base will eventually end being attacked on a certain base. Heck, I don't know if taking out all of the points of interest that are considered drone bases end the drone attacks. It'd be pretty cool if it did. That would give a reason to want to clear all that stuff out. Especially on a planet you're currently on. But yeah, that base is supposed to be kind of like a starting point. Something to allow me to adapt to the situation. So the design is meant to be very general. But because most of it is going to be underground anyway, it's going to be probably a little bit more defensible than the starter base. And once we this underground base made, the semi-underground base, more of like a cliffside base, then we're gonna have to go through and find out if we've added anything to the base that is beyond what materials we have available to us. Mainly cobalt. Anything beyond cobalt and magnesium. We're worried about that tier 2 generator. Got a feeling that's probably beyond what I can afford for a mid-game base. Because I think the tier 2 requires zirconium to make. So that deposit is now gone. Okay. We also have to figure out where for at the end of level 20. As we get to level 20, then we have to make a CV that can be built from that kind of level. Last look at this thing. Okay, we need doors on this thing. Doors. Turn off main power.
Initiating.
Boo-doo, boo-doo, boo, boo-doo. Boo-doo, boo, boo, boo-doo, boo. Oh yeah, turned off the thrusters. I also need to turn off the large engines in the back real quick. There we go. Get out of here before the drones arrive. Screw up everything. Oh, they're gonna already be here, never mind. So, let's see here. I don't care about the blueprints, I accidentally hit that. Oh, come on, there we go. I'm turning on all the turrets. I think I got enough bullets for this. Yeah, I do. There we go. Now we can get out of here. We're taken care of. Okay, so I've got copper. Now I just need to be able to make enough electronics to be able to make all the remaining stuff I need. Like the fuel tanks. I need fuel tanks. I need to double check to make sure that the tier 2 doesn't require anything beyond cobalt. If it does, I need to take care of that now. I have to go all the way around the planet. On the opposite side of the planet right now. Here, turn off all the turrets. There we go. Station, and we can drift. Too bad we can't walk around our ship while it's in motion. It might be a little too difficult for the developers right now. I don't know. For them to make it to where the gravity generator makes a field that even when in motion, I don't know, that's probably a little bit too difficult. It'd be cool if they could get that to work though. Because it would mean that you could have multiple players scrambling around on your ship, doing other things like flipping switches, moving to other turrets, stuff like that. Doing the repairs while in battle, stuff like that. That'd be cool. Scrambling vehicles. Stop. Okay. Stop, please. Wouldn't mind. That'd be great. Okay. Nice. Yeah, we got copper. Go and take care of the copper issue right now. Going over to here. Also check to see how much fuel has been made. It's supposed to be like 100 fuel. And we took a little bit of it. Check. We use it to fuel up our transport a little bit. 40. 40 should be enough. We haven't exactly been very fuel efficient in this run. I think I left one of the... Yep. Left one of the ramps down. Here. Go there. That brings up to 30. Okay, nothing here. Whole bunch of stuff here. Grab you. Grab the cropper, power coils, cobalt alloy, some blocks, silicon. All the things that I could just drop straight into the constructor. That. Heavy weapons upgrade kit, nanotubes. Yeah, everything. Oh, there's a computer. Drop the projectile rounds. Save those for later. Where did I see those? Oh, computer is down here. Is that everything? That all basic. Oh, there's a tier 1 in here. I'll save that. All containers. The advanced constructor. Uh-huh. It's perfect. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, nice, nice. That would have been funny for me to go through all this and find out that there's like a ton of electronics. Never mind. There was a ton of electronics in there. Let's do the base stuff. But we're gonna have 2 sentry turrets guarding the front of the hangar. We need a hangar door right there. We need a ton of we need like 10 elevator blocks. We need a small fuel tank and a couple of large fuel tanks. We need a food processor and a medical device. Probably get ourselves an armor locker set up also. Hard steel plates for that. We could get ourselves some hard steel plates to make the outside door, but hangar door, bomb door, and this will be the outside door. Okay, well, looking good. Drop you, drop you, drop you. You, I'm gonna get the small one too. You, doors. Yes. We need like 1 or 2 of the small ones so that we can easily just go and drop fuel and stuff like that. The bigger ones will just be on the bottom somewhere. Okay, we don't need a gravity generator. Grab one of the large. Yeah. Okay, we don't need trusses anymore. Keep the steel blocks, drop off those. Don't need windows anymore. Need lights anymore. Go down there in the small vehicle rather than the transport. And elevators. Okay. There's a go. Turn on main power.
Initiating.
Oh, should probably eat something before we go back down there. before we get too carried away and end up dying in the process. Okay, so I'll grab some steel armor plate too so we can make the front door. If it means that the front door is basically, there's nothing sticking out, it's just a tunnel, that's fine. Even better. Means that the only thing that's exposed is the hangar door. Let that go. Okay, armor plate. Well, hard steel plate. Back here. Back over here. Hard steel plate. There we go. Let's produce 100 of them. We just need enough to be able to make one craft of a hardened steel door, of an armored door. That's all we need. This will essentially finish the mid-game base with all this stuff on it. Armored door. We don't need an armor locker, but if we find ourselves in a situation where we need to have one, we can always build one. Before I forget. See what it requires to be able to make a tier 2. I'm thinking of probably we're going to have to replace it anyway. Tier 2. Tier 2. Zirconium, yeah, okay. So we'll have to replace it with a tier 1 large generator. That requires stuff that would be within our capability of having a warp capable ship to go and get the Sathium ore and flux coils and stuff like that. So yeah, we'll switch it out for a tier 1 large generator rather than the tier 2. I don't think we're going to need that much power gen on this thing. It's fairly small. A tier 2 would be for like a very large capital ship. Not a small base like this. Small to medium sized base. Yeah. Find out where we are. There we go. That way. Well, from making all these designs, we found that the rocket launchers, the non-guided rocket launchers, when you put them on a blueprint are screwed up. They don't actually reflect the actual materials needed to make them. So that's good to know. Means that we have to add those things on later after we build the blueprint, then add them on with the materials that actually are needed for it. Oh. Good to know. Okay. Also learned that I'm going to make the bigger base, the end game base. I'm going to have to create myself a very large flat area to work with. Just so that I can make sure that the structural integrity is not going to be screwed up. Yeah. Let's go put these things in place. This door right there. There we go. Okay. And your door. There we go. Nice. Okay. You have a hanger. Need the unarmored doors. Go with that. Then we'll go down here. Do something similar. Book. We need to get rid of you. That opened up a lot of space. Well, it means we can fuel tanks down here right next to it too. Oh. HP guns, which will put in front. And there's enough space to expand if we need to, which is good. So if we need more fuel tanks, we'll be able to do that. Put it all the way to the ceiling just in case we want to put another level on top of this, depending on what kind of a cliff side we're dealing with. Who knows, there might be enough space to be able to put another room on top of the hangar if we wanted to. Reproduction. Put a first aid station somewhere on here. Then we'll go through and start figuring out what we need to fix. We got 2 showers. Okay, never mind. Rid of that shower then. Put this instead. Okay, we got O2. The fuel tank, probably put it somewhere in the hangar here. Put it by the door. Sounds like a good idea. Up here. Oxygen tank up there too. So that when we come back after doing things, we can just place those in there. And that's not what I wanted to do. It was not the button I pressed. Okay, now the defensive turrets that are going to be placed located right here. I'm thinking probably place some steel blocks out from here. We'll put the sentry turrets on top of them. Check structural integrity real quick. Do that. That works. Yeah. Work just fine. Do this real quick. That's it. But also is really nice is that the sentries will act as indicators of where the front of the station is, but also where the ground should be. In theory, this is where the ground should be. All that should be underground. This should be sticking out, but doesn't have to be. That's where the ground should be, right there. And then there's the cliffside. But this will be a design, this will be a base that will have to be like dug out. These turrets are designed to clear out any hostile wildlife hanging out in front of the base. There we go. Anything else that we're missing? Oh, we have pretty much figured out everything. Oh. Yeah. Okay. That's the base. Let's check to make sure that... Excuse me. There we go. I know. Statistics. Okay. Sathium, neodymium. Okay, that's good. That's good. Sathium and neodymium is fine, as long as there's no zirconium or yttrium anywhere in this thing. Will be good. Wood planks, raw plastic, iron ingots 960, which would mean that we'd have to get a ton of iron gathered, which we're able to go to the moon, so not a big deal. Oxygen needed to fill. So we'll here our output 50 megawatts. We should potentially be only using a little bit of it. And we always put solar panels onto it because we have a capacitor already on board. So if we find ourselves in a situation where we're going to need solar panels, which solar panels, they're really, really cheap, that we could add solar panels onto this thing. But there'll be times where we're going to be located in an area where we're not going to have access to staring at the sun, so sometimes our base will just be using fuel the entire time. But anyway, before he gets destroyed, ray up against this thing. Actually, you know what? Try and get myself within the sphere of influence of this place. Okay, save as. Ground module. Ground module. Mid. Base. 01. Do MT base, mountain base, or mid. It could be considered mid-tier, mountain, mountain base. There we go, and save. Okay, going back to the blueprints, make sure it's saved correctly. Mountain base, cobalt, neodymium. Yep. Go into here, make sure that the ink, cobalt, lithium, yep. Ink saved correctly. We're good. Okay. There's the next base that we're gonna have. Okay, now we need to make the next structure, which is gonna be the new and improved hardpoints. But we gotta make a much better hardpoints. These things are gonna have to be made out of hardened steel. So we have to go get hardened steel. And we're also going to have rocket turrets too. We have first come up with a standard placement, a standard structure, and then the top part is going to just be replaced with one of each. So minigun, cannon, rocket launcher, stuff like that. So let's go get all of the bits and pieces. We also need to make a small generator for the fuel tank. Yada yada. Definitely what we're gonna have to do. Quickly take care of all that. But I'm racing to try and get all this stuff done so that we can go back into hardcore tomorrow. In fact, I think I probably have made enough where I can do that tomorrow. That base alone will take us a while to try and set up, but we also have to get the hard points. The turret options situated. So we got a small vehicle, we've got a tank, we've now got we've got a medium mountain base, which is great. Just need to get all this situated. Let's not combat steel, hardened steel. Combat steel will be late game turrets, and those are going to be kind of like this is going to be a combination of several turrets together, where I'll have like one cannon and two miniguns in one base. Stuff like that. But this is going to be just one turret backed up by sentry guns. That's what this is going to be. And while that's being constructed, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break, and I'll be right back. And then we'll start making defenses. Maybe we'll have time for some landing pads. Hopefully. Be right back. Okay, back. Oh, okay. Let's see how we... that's enough. I'd say that's enough. There's probably a couple left over here. Yep. Oh yeah, that's more than enough. Got the truss. Got the steel blocks. Hey, Thunderbolt, how's it going? Okay, we don't need the large generator. We don't need the ventilators. We do need to make a small fuel tank and a small generator. Small generator. Small ammo box. And I think that's it. We're just running a small defensive turret. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Drop those off here. I don't think we're going to have time for the building of a farm, of a tier 2 farm, but it's not like we need it in our hardcore playthrough, so I guess we'll just save that for when we absolutely need it, because we can always just make like a whole bunch of 9x9 plot, 3x3 plots in a row. How's everything going for the big adventure? Still alive. We're still alive on our hardcore playthrough, so that's good. But we've gotten to the point where we're at level 10, and we're now in space. We're able to get to space. We're able to get to the moon. So we have access to cobalt now. We have access to cobalt and magnesium. So what I'm doing is I'm creating stuff that we can use to encourage us to go and get things like Sathium and get warp capability and stuff like that, and then have a building and a bunch of structures to show that we have progressed that far, so that it will give us a good solid foundation in hardcore to move into late game, so beyond level 20. So these are the structures that will keep us doing things all the way up from level 10 to level 20. And then once we get to level 20, then the structure will be the first CV, which will allow us to go and get late game stuff and late game resources. Okay. Make sure I have. Okay, we're good. That's why we've built this, which I've dubbed the Wedge. It is a warp-capable vehicle that is cheaper than the Defector, which is up over here. And it's kind of like a halfway point in between this and the Dart. But it doesn't require any hardened steel plates, so it's still pretty fragile in comparison. But it will allow us to get far enough away. Oh, there it is. But right now we're making the upgraded Mark II defense turrets. So these are going to include miniguns, cannons, and now rocket launchers. The rocket launchers require materials that we can easily get access to with a warp-capable ship. That's why I'm going to make it out of hardened steel too, so we don't just immediately skip the early game turrets and go straight to the late game turrets. I also made I'm going to the drop zone too to build all these late game stuff. Oh, and yesterday we also made a tank. We made that warp-capable ship, the Wedge, and we also made a tank with rockets on it, with rocket turrets. Pretty sweet. We actually went and took out a point of interest with it. It's effective. It's good. And it's cheap. That's the big thing. It's cheap. Effective and inexpensive. It looks funny, yeah. Mine is, for my very first hover tank, not bad. Still slightly boxy, but it's it gets the job done. Eventually, when we get into late game, then we'll make a heavy tank, and that thing is going to look a lot better. But this is the mountainside base that I made. So this is going to be the upgraded version of our previous base. Our previous base was like a small base. This is a mountainside base. So half of the structure is going to be underground, which we'll have to dig out. And then it will be within the mountainside like this and have bits and part of it sticking out with defensive turrets holding off predator creatures. That's all they'll be attacking is just predator creatures. But anyway, thing started. These are going to be defensive turrets, and they're all pretty much going to be the same exact configuration, just different turrets on the top. Much like we did with the last design. I'm going to do this real quick. But these ones are going to be a little bit bigger because they're going to have their own sentry turrets guarding the turrets. Pretty much the idea is that if anything hostile gets close enough, then the sentry turrets will take them out. So if the top turret can't get them, the sentry turrets will. At least that's the thought. Here. I can probably do something like that. I also want to make them slightly... I want them to look slightly different, so that at a glance I can tell what's hardened steel and what isn't. Probably want to make this one extra tall a little bit. Yeah, because the other ones are only 2 blocks tall. These are going to actually be 3 blocks tall. I've already started thinking up what the late game designs are going to look like, and they're essentially going to be they're literally going to be like a cannon turret backed up, either a cannon turret or an artillery turret backed up by miniguns. So it's going to be like 3 turrets on top. Make 2 different colors, white for chilling and blood red for hardcore death bunker. Yeah, right? Probably could do that. There we go. And this real quick. Perhaps to put a good spot for fuel tanks that we can easily access if we need to. Then we'll dig out center where the generator will be. Generator is going to be right down in the center. Small generator, it doesn't need much. There we go. Okay, the ammo box, sentry guns. Sentry guns are going to be located pretty much like right here. Probably go with this. Actually change this out for something different. Regular block like that. So that they're relatively flat like this. That way I can do something like this right here. Just to make them look nice. Okay. Now let's start out with the simple. There's going to be minigun. Start out with minigun first. Then we'll move up to cannon and then rocket launcher. Okay. Oh, I gotta do this. I'm thinking probably down here. Switch these out for the ammo crate. I think. And fuel tank. There. That will signify the front. Right here. That's the front. Okay. Let's see here. Medium. Full block. There we go. And we're going to go to this. Small. Turn that off. And I'm going to do something like this. Not to hit the fuel tank. There we go. There. And right here also. Just to make them stand out pretty well, that these are hardened emplacements. And I'll use something like this. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so it's the basics of this thing. Power, fuel, bullets, turrets, structure. Yeah, that's everything. I don't think I need lights on this thing. Nah. I don't think lights are required. Yeah, I could probably put like at least one light, maybe. Just to signify that it is on and powered. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's go and start saving these things now. Saving the blueprints. Sure that statistically it's iron, sathium, copper, and silicon. Nice, nice. 6 minutes to produce. Awesome. Yep. So let's spotlight on. I'll use something like this. Sure, I've got it connected to it. Yep. Although, save as, underscore ground module. Armored mini gun. 01. Actually, I'd probably call it 01. So, That's key platform, turret platform, armored, and we'll call these the armored line. Yeah, that'll work. That's armored minigun. And what we do is we remove the minigun, replace it with the cannon. There we go. Down turret. Here. And we replace it with the cannon. Yes, cannon. Book. There we go. And then we save that one. We'll call it the cannon. I couldn't see much of it. Oh well. This is the my score, ground module, armored, and none. Here one. We get the armored cannon. Okay. Here, check the blueprint, make sure it's yep. Oh, we're good. Technically, we can make it at level 5, but it requires Sathium, so not even close. If we had enough Sathium ore to be able to make these things at level 5, I'd be impressed. I think we'd be extremely lucky to find that much Sathium from the wrecks that we happen to stumble across. But okay. Last but certainly not least, a rocket turret. We need flak. Can we? Let's see here. Flak turrets. We might be able to do flak turrets too. Okay, let's just make them just because. I know we can make the rockets for these turrets. We can definitely make the rockets for the turrets. I just don't know about the flak, the projectiles for the flak turrets. I'm just not 100% sure on that. Now we got the rocket version. Save as underscore ground module armor armored rockets. One and save. Check the blueprints. Neodyme. Checking. Yes. Neodyme is not required for the creation of the turret, but as long as it wasn't estrium or zirconium, it would have been fine. So yeah, if we can get Sathium, we can get Neodyme, we're fine. Okay. These things are gonna. Another thing I'm trying to prepare for is the if you've been following the Empyrion developers Twitter, they released screenshots of what's to come. It's a little sampler, a couple of screenshots of things to come for the 8.9 update. And one of the things they added is one, smaller drones that will accompany the larger drones, and two, they're going to come from multiple directions. I was looking at the video to the space, right? Also, they're going to add numbers to indicate difficulty of enemies. So I thought that was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty cool. They added. But anyway, okay. So rockets done. So I'm having these turret hardpoints are going to be very useful, especially when we're playing hardcore and we're constantly getting attacked. These things are going to save our bacon on a hardcore difficulty. You're the base from the workshop? Nope. Nope. I did not make that. I haven't uploaded any bases yet to the workshop. I do eventually plan on adding all this stuff. But I have taken a degree of inspiration from some of the designs. I just put a little bit of my own flair to it. But yeah, there's been a couple of designs that have been uploaded to the workshop that have been like starter bases. Looks similar? Yeah. Yeah. It definitely looks similar. Let's go with flak turret. We'll place this up on top. And then we'll see. We'll see, we'll find out.
Are you sure?
Yes, Faraday, I'm very sure. We're gonna know. Yeah. The creator has made a video to the base. It's worth a look. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely check it out later. Yeah. Armored. I have noticed that there's a lot more people uploading, modular bases like this, where it's just a series of smaller bases put together. Because I've seen a lot of defensive towers. A lot of people have been uploading a lot of defensive towers. Let's see. Black turret. Oh, I could. Sweet. Okay, that's good. I was worried that was going to require more than Neodyme and Sathium, but that's good. Okay. Black turret is good. We good, we golden. We good, we're golden, we're Gucci. Okay. Sweet. Okay. So all those are made. I guess we have enough time to be able to go and get some more base modules, starter base blocks, and start making the landing pads. Because I need to make a regular landing pad. I need to make a small, medium, and large. And we also have to make ones that have the repair stations on them too. Well, we probably can't afford to. No, we can't. We'll wait until we could just make them just because that way they're there for late game. Could probably make the tier 1 repair stations though. I have to build weapon platforms as HV. Move it where I want it and it's not using base energy. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I did with the mobile turret hovercraft. I have one built on my hardcore playthrough, and it's definitely worth for for early game when you need to get a certain resource from a deposit and there's a drone guarding it. You just drive that thing over there and have it take care of it. Very useful. Especially when they start changing the direction at which enemies are being... enemy base attacking drones are being thrown at you. You can just move that thing around to wherever they're coming from and then build a turret there later. But it's a great short-term solution. Yeah. Let's see here. Projectile turrets done. Elevator blocks. Yeah. Go and get some more base building blocks. I'm hoping to, but we've got the bare minimum that I was hoping to do today for the hardcore playthrough that we'll return to tomorrow. That's what we're going to be doing tomorrow. Zirconium. Okay, never mind. Can't do the repair console. So we'll just skip that then. Yeah, armored concrete blocks, zirconium. Yeah, this is going to be late game then. Okay, that's fine. Flex coils. I make a furnace. Ooh. We also do the deconstructor too. I'm gonna make a furnace. I'm gonna make a structure that is just built entirely around just the furnace. That's what we'll do. The platforms, though, the platforms don't necessarily need to be powered. We could probably power them later, and we'll probably put lights on it just so that it will be powered later. But when it first is created, it doesn't have to be powered. It's just it would be nice to be able to have them powered so that the lights will show where it is. It'll be easier to land. Yeah. Flex coil. Yeah, we'll just leave that there for now. These are it. It will be. We'll be using here. Okay, for the platform, and then another one for the furnace. Here. Okay, this thing requires energy and idle 2.5. Is there a generator that uses 2.5? How much? That's a. So we need. Whoa, we need like. Fuck.
As you wish.
No, Verity. Okay, so we would need 5 of these. We'd need 5 large generators to power 1 furnace. Ooh. Okay. I wonder if I have enough. Definitely not a tier. Wait. Megawatts. 50 megawatts. 500 megawatts. Yeah. We need 5 large generators. Yeah, I know, right? I kind of did that on purpose. So slightly, a little bit. We'll just go with the fact that she, I totally meant to do that. Yeah, let's see if we can get... That requires cobalt alloy, hardened steel plate. Okay. Make like 2 of these things. Oh, shit. Let's go get hardened steel plate then. We need to be able to make 5 of these, so we need 50 hardened steel plate. 80 hardened steel plate. Okay. So if I make 100, I'll be good. Meow, 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 meow. Okay, not there. Oh, sweet. We have enough. Good. More than enough. Bring this over. Okay, so we need 5 generators. Gonna try and get 2 large fuel tanks. So one of these. We'll have 2 total, and we'll make 5 of these. Device. Hopefully we have enough. Make 1. Nope. Need cobalt alloy. And flux coils. There. This will be a very expensive building, but this will be a building that we would create if we have enough fuel to do it. But it will be there to kind of give us a goal. The proverbial carrot on a stick. If we can make this building, that means we're pretty good on fuel. Because we can afford to run a furnace. But we've already got that blueprint. So if we have to, we can just build one of those out in space. That would be the cheaper option. But flux coils. How many flux coils can we make? Not enough. Cobalt ingots. Probably ran low on cobalt. Cobalt alloy. There we go. Drop 1 here. Cobalt ingots. Got a bunch of these. Just drop 1 of those. D8. We may have to go and get a bunch. I really wish there was like a number saying how, you know, what my limit is to how many I can make. That'd be so nice. Currently right now we're just building extra credit right now. This is just extra stuff. It's not stuff that we absolutely need, but it's stuff that will, it'd be cool to have. Like a furnace. If we're getting a ton of if we're doing a ton of mining, it'd be nice to have a furnace that we can just dump material into and have ingots afterwards. I'm gonna have to eat here soon. Yeah, that's good for now. I'll let that finish up. So technically, you almost can say this particular save is just research and development for hardcore. One. I'm gonna click the 1 at a time here. Fuck it. I'll let that just sit there. I need to eat. Or I'm gonna die from starvation. That would be horrible. There we go. 2 of those. Three large generators just to power one function. Oh, nice. We have enough. Good. This is going to be an interesting looking building, I can tell you that. Okay, we're going to remove those. let's get ourselves to the regular steel blocks. If I'm going to make this thing, I'm not going to make it out of hardened steel, because the structure itself is going to be expensive enough. Steel blocks. Make some concrete blocks. Concrete. Steel, armor, concrete. Oh, we don't have any rocks. Okay. That's a shame. We're gonna have to go get rocks. Might have some on the transport. Probably go check that out. Go. How much oxygen we have? We have plenty. Drop these here. Ventilators, projectile turrets, elevator blocks. The lights on us. We'll drop those off. We don't need them. And those. Yeah. Bunch of steel blocks. Check in here real quick. Check our transport. Check the reclaimer. See if there's any rocks on board. I did do some mining, so. Check the mining vessel first. Oh. Check here. 10. The blocks. Grab those. No concrete blocks to be found. Here, no. Here. A laser turret. Got more xenosteel, which is a waste. Because anything we put xenosteel on, we can't use as a blueprint. Won't let us spawn anything in. That would be like really late game. kind of a structure. See if I can make a decent amount. I highly doubt we're going to be able to make 100. Nope. Okay, 6. Yeah, we need a lot more rocks, which is kind of funny. That's what we're lacking. Just regular rocks for a concrete foundation. I guess I'll make it out of a steel foundation. I guess that will work. Oh wait, food. Turn around. Go back. You were making burgers. It demands the burgers. There we go. Go down. There we go. That's good. Next. Okay. Off we go. Okay, so we got 2 structures we have to make. What I'll probably do is I'm gonna probably start out making the small landing pads, which we'll need for the SVs, and then we'll make a medium, and then a large. And these things will be built with eventual turning into repair bays later on. But during this playthrough, I figured out that although the auto miners are very convenient, they require a lot of power in order to keep them running. That's the downside. So having more than just a couple running at the same time becomes a huge power drain. Which makes me wonder if they're even worth it. When you could just get like, you can go and get yourself like 1,000 units within a short period of time just by using the mining HV. Within a very short period of time. But then there's the train of thought. It's like, okay, then it probably costs more fuel in the short term, and in the long term it's much more fuel efficient, because you're not wasting fuel just trying to get there in a mining HV. That's something I would want to figure out, but I wouldn't know if, you know, how to best test that. Turn that back on. I don't know why the landing gear doesn't have friction to it. I mean, even if I have the auto brake off, it should have enough friction to hold itself in place. I don't know. Yeah, let's figure out this furnace. Steel blocks, armor blocks. This is a 3x3x3, so it has to at least be three blocks tall. We'll put the furnace right on top of the control block. And from there, we'll figure out how to fit all the... might put them all on the outside of the structure for reasons. Because this thing gives off a ton of heat. So I'm like, right here, put one of these, probably like a ramp block front. I'm not going to even bother putting a door on this thing. Basically just going to be a platform. We'll make like a late game version of this, and we'll have like a smokestack or something like that. Because this structure is already pretty expensive as it is, because of all the power generation it needs to run. quick. There. Put fuel tanks on your side. Then a ton of generators trying to power this beast. Generator. You put 3 generators back here. I pushed myself out of the way. Actually, no. They'll be underground. They'll be fine. Well, partially underground. Number of generators for one of these things, ridiculous. The downside is that if we lose any one of these generators, this thing literally stops running. If you ever wanted to see what was, what it looks like to just have a structure that only powers one thing, that's what it looks like. A very, very, very expensive medium that. But hey, we can afford it. Oh, whatever I was doing, the game did not like that. Extreme. Do that. Medium. It'll look like armored plate. It definitely is. Whoa. Then we'll do this. The inside of this thing, it'll look like a little scorched. Thing is a furnace, after all. Go. Might move it out of the way. Forest thing. Yeah, we'll move this thing out of the way. Okay. Try this again. It's almost like heat shielding of some sort. With that right there. Oh, oh, for freaking hell. Try this again, shall we? Wow. This music is making you want to go and play Halo 4. Sorry, not sorry. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's go like here. Make sure it's on small. There we go. Do this. There we go. A furnace. A very expensive building, but if we're really good with our use of fuel, we can have this thing pretty much just. We can just turn it off when we don't need it, and then turn it on when we need to do a bunch of creation of ingots. Current output 2.5. We just can't put any other light. We can't put lights on this thing, or we'll exceed the amount of power we can generate. Left is landing pads. So anyway, up onto this thing. Sure, everything's looking good. Look at all those generators. Okay, so Alto, as underground, ground module. Furnace. Barnars. Oh. Burn Ace, right. I'm horrible at spelling. Go on. Okay. Ground module, furnace. There we go. Okay, we're good. That's ready to go. We good. Okay. We just don't have enough blocks to be able to make the... We have to make a bunch of steel blocks in order to make the landing pits. Time to go get some steel blocks. We can do that. Yeah, it looks like we're probably gonna just have enough time to be able to make a small landing pad, which will be fine. We're gonna have more uses for small landing pads anyway. But we got the furnace made. But as you can see, as a visual indication, how much cheaper it is to have a furnace pretty much in space rather than, powered by solar panels, than one on the ground. Yeah. That's a perfect example, because that space module is way cheaper. All it requires is 15 solar panels and capacitor and you've got a unlimited source of power running a furnace in space versus trying to power one on the surface of the planet with 5 large generators, 5 large tier 1 or one tier 2 large generator. Those are really your choices. Blocks. Make 100 of them. That should be more than enough to be able to make the landing pad. But these landing pads are gonna literally their only existence is to give us a flat surface to land on. That's it. They have no other purpose other than that. Just be able to land on a flat surface. Because where we're located, where we're gonna be locating this this particular base is on the mountainside. So we need to be able to have a structure that can allow us to land nearby without being at the bottom of the mountain. There we go. Which, let's make another 100. The design I'm going to be going with is I'm going to essentially have it be up on a pretty much almost like on a cone kind of a deal, so that I can adjust the level of this thing and have it still be structurally sound. Because how the game's structural integrity works is that as long as the block is like far enough away from another solid block, it won't lose as much structural integrity. And this is going to see for a fact if that works, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to build from like a 3x3 area. I'm going to have a 3x3 area where the block is, where the control block is, so that it's deep underground no matter what. And then we'll just kind of spread out up from there. And that's where the landing pad will be located, so that no matter at what level I want this thing to be at, it will always be solid and not fall apart on me. Okay, where's the... Anybody know where we parked the ship? Oh, there it is. Yes, man, where'd we park this ship? I don't know. How are we doing on fuel? 53. That's fine. Is that 100%? And we've taken off, landed, taken off, and landed several times, so we're good. Yeah, not there, not there, not there, not there, not there, not there. There we go. That way. Okay, so we need to make a landing pad that can pretty much be spawned in on a sloped area. So it needs to, no matter what, be able to support its own weight, no matter where I place it. is we can adjust the height. We just can't adjust. We just need to make sure that once we place this thing, it doesn't all of a sudden just collapse on us. Okay. Okay, and there, and there. Okay. Like that. Create a new base. Yay, create a new base. This is the part that's gonna be deep underground. We're gonna do this. We're gonna pretty much take the same exact design that we do for the hard points, but we're gonna continue that column reasonably high up. We'll turn on structural integrity so we can get a good idea and look of this thing. Do that. I think. There we go. Yeah. So it's solid. Now we need to kind of start sending it out from the center here a ways. This is where it's gonna get interesting. That. Small landing pad. Let's see how far we can push it before the structural integrity becomes a problem. One block from the center column looks to be good. Go a little bit further then. Here, block here, block here, block here. We do this. Go as far as the game will let us. This design will allow us to just basically have it to where if we want to be absolutely solid, we just bring the platform all the way down to the bottom. And then we can always add elevators onto it depending on how high up or down it is. Yeah. We are gonna Push it a little bit further away. This. One more block up. I think one more block up should be a good height. Center column's pretty good, no surprise there. One right here should be wide enough for a small landing platform. Should be able to handle pretty much most SVs that we'll be designing for hardcore. Because we need enough space to also move around our ship. So that we can repair it if it needs to, or unload things if we need to. There we go. Yeah, it's holding up. Good. See here. Do this. Just to test a little bit. This is pretty much like a medium-sized ship, so be enough space for this. Oh yeah. That's good. I'd say that's good. I'm thinking I'm probably going to leave the notches in so that I could put elevators there on whichever side happens to be facing my base. So I could put like an elevator down the side and be able to get up and down as needed. And we'll put the lights on just because. That way, if we want to put a generator on this thing, we can. But the lights will already be placed and ready to go. Let's check the... Oh, currently give... currently telling me that I'm connected with the defector. Over here. Probably going to be a lot of steel and silicon, pretty much. Go. Like the statistics, iron, silicon, and copper. Good. So technically we could make this thing in the early game too, if we need to. Good. Okay. Maybe I can do this. Save as module. Landing add 01. And we'll do underscore small. Yeah. Okay. We'll go into the blueprints. Make sure it's saved correctly. Main pan small. Yep. Unlock level 1. But this thing can be pretty much put onto the side of any, what you call it? On the side of any mountainside, or pretty much anywhere. That'll be fine. Yeah. This, medium, all block. Go through and texture everything here. Okay. Side blocks are just, we're gonna have to fix here. That, go back down to small. Go through and make the landing area actually look like a landing area. We'll do this right here. There we go. That looks good. Do this part. This needs to be something different because sure it's small. Yep. Because the triangles don't seem to take certain textures very well. We'll do this instead. Okay, there we go. We'll go to coloring. We'll do something like this on either side. Yeah, that's incorrect. Yeah, the bottom part is pretty good. Yeah. Here, right there. Oh. That looks good to me. Do something like this here. There we go. That looks nice. And then right here, if the darker color, yes it does, good. I want this to be actual and pretty dark color for contrast. And then we'll overwrite the save. We textured it. There we go. We got a fit anywhere landing pad. Alt O, landing pad small, overwrite. There we go. Print, landing pad, we're good. Okay. Ton of iron, a little bit of silicon, copper ingots, we're good. That is ready to go. Just in the nick of time too. We're gonna have to see later on. Just configure my signals and lights in my Explorer with class 26. Really? Oh god. Class 26. Oh my god, that's a huge vehicle. That is a huge vehicle. I like how they all look like they belong together. Pretty sweet. I like how all those vehicles look like they just were made by the same manufacturer a little bit. Which is nice. There we go. Okay, I think we've gotten to a point where I think we can safely get into mid-game kind of stuff. Then we need to get through to level 20 and then start figuring out what we're missing. See if we have any hang-ups at certain levels. If certain level ranges are taking way too long, then we'll come up with a solution to kind of increase that to try and fix that problem. But now that we have a tank, that actually can clear out points of interest, POSs, we shouldn't have too much of a problem. Because the tank will allow us to get a lot of XP really quickly. Because a lot of the dudes that are sitting inside of those things give us a pretty good amount of XP. That's pretty good. So that's what we'll be doing tomorrow. Tomorrow we're gonna head ourselves into. I have a heavy tank, but she is too overkill. Yeah. The tank that I made is fairly cheap and also very effective, especially when you get to like the mid game, get past level 10. Once you get past level 10 and you have yourself a spaceship and are able to make yourself a warp capable ship, it's the most expensive thing on it is like cobalt and sathium, and both of those things are damn near easy to get. There's my tank. That's the tank. Ooh. Rotate. Land, please. Okay. That's the tank. It's essentially a double layered wall with turrets in front of it, with rocket turrets in front of it. Everything is on the rear side, so it's just all about facing the point of interest and just letting the turrets open fire. Because we found that the rockets are very effective in this game, especially against turrets. You know, miniguns, cannons, they just don't do enough damage fast enough, so rockets. These two rockets pretty much take care of any plasma turret, pretty much any turret that you're up against. Just 2 shots from either of these, or both at the same target, just takes out a turret, just boom. So you clear out all the turrets, keeping you from the front door, and then you just park this thing by the front door, take out the front door, and wait for things to just show up at the front door, and you just destroy. It's great. But anyway, we're gonna get out of here. Kind of blabbering right now. Turn off main power.
As you wish.
And I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you all for hanging out with me. If you're new here, hit the follow button. I play a lot of survival games, but I've been playing this game quite a lot. And I'm trying to work my way towards doing nothing but hardcore playthroughs. That's why I'm trying to make up all these modules to kind of ease my way up into level 25 with my runs and get into that. But anyway, I'll see y'all later. Stay alive out there. Don't drop your drink. Bye. See ya. I'll check out that PM as soon as I get off here. Bye.